How's it going, everyone? Mega Masher is back with probably my toughest video that I've ever made. It features my top 5 least favorite Pokemon of Generation 6, and I gotta say that in their own way, I like all the Pokemon of Generation 6. I think they're very creative, but there are some reasons why I dislike these 5 particular Pokemon. I don't necessarily hate them, but let's just say that there are some aspects of those Pokemon that don't exactly make these guys very favorable in my opinion. So let's get started. So coming in at number 5 is Klefki. Not only is it very annoying to face off in battle with the Swagger Thunderwave Foul Play combo with Substitute, but also those moves are very spammable with its Prankster ability, making it just that much more difficult to take down, along with its awesome typing of Steel and Fairy, and its actually very good stats that it has. But the reason why that this thing is on the list is not only because of the fact that it can abuse the swag play combo, but also because of its design. Its lack of creativity in the fact that it's a keychain. I mean, I do say that I like these Pokemon in terms of their design and amongst other things, but this is kind of pushing it. Um, I really don't find much creativity in a keyring Pokemon. It is cute, but its design and the fact that it's just so annoying to face off in battle is the reason why this is at number 5. And I just want to say before I go any further, I want to apologize in advance for if any of the Pokemon on the list happens to be your favorite and you take offense to this. Please do not take offense to this, as this is just simply opinion based, and opinions vary, and I respect the opinions of all those who watch the video and have something to say about it. Now, with that being said, it's time to move on to number 4. So coming in at number 4 is Aurorus. And why Aurorus makes this list is because of its typing of rock and ice, which is possibly the worst type combination that you could have, because not only do you have so many weaknesses and very few resistances, but you are especially weak, 4 times weak to steel and fighting. That means you're gone with one bullet punch, you're gone with one mach punch, and fighting type moves are especially common, and that's why Aurorus is held way back in the competitive metagame of today. Its move pool is okay, and its stats are, well, they're okay as well. And even its ability, known as Refrigerate and Snow Warning, make it like just a really good Pokemon. The fact that its typing is rock and ice just make it not worth using in any competitive play whatsoever. And it's sad because I actually really like the design of this Pokemon, but sorry, Aurorus, you're on the list at number 4. So coming in at number 3 is Avalugg, and I was very reluctant to put this guy on the list because I actually like Avalugg. I like him a lot. Its design is cool, its physical defense stat is through the roof, and it's very, very usable. But the problem is it can't use it to its full potential because of its typing. Its typing is a pure ice type, which means that it is the worst defensive typing because you are weak to 4 very common types in battle, and you only resist one type being your own, that being ice. So its ratio of weaknesses versus resistances doesn't exactly make this guy too favorable to use. Not to mention its speed is garbage, and its special defense means that it's not going to be able to take special hits well, even if they're regularly effective. I really don't know what else to say about this guy. I think that it should have gotten an Ice Dragon type, which would have made this guy a little bit better to use. But unfortunately, it's just a pure Ice type, so that's why Avalug's on the list. So, there you have it. The next Pokemon that makes the list at number 2 is Denny. And I just gotta say that Denny is basically another Pikachu lookalike. It's cute, and I like its design, but the fact that it doesn't get any special fairy-type moves is the reason why it makes the list. It has a very usable special attack stat, and its speed being at base 101 is quite formidable. But the fact that it doesn't get any fairy-type moves on the special side to make use of its part fairy typing is the reason why it's on the list. And I gotta say, that came in as a huge disappointment when I found that out. Being an electric and fairy type Pokemon, you have quite a good type coverage with just those two types alone. But unfortunately, with you not being able to learn any special fairy type moves, limits what this guy can do in battle. It does, however, have a really good physical move pool. Just the problem is, it doesn't have the proper attack stat to make the best use of it. So that's why you see Denny on the list at number 2. So topping the list at number 1 is Carpink. And I gotta say that I really like Carpink. Its design is great, and it has a very good move pool. Just the problem is, its typing, its somewhat bad abilities, being Clear Body and Sturdy. And while I don't want to say that they're bad, they're good in their own ways. Just the problem is, Carpink doesn't exactly have the best stats to make use of those abilities. And its typing is Rock and Fairy, meaning that you are at a 4 times weakness to steel type moves. That means that something can switch in with the bullet punch and take you out. Even with Sturdy protecting you from being one-shotted, it still doesn't do you that much good because you have other common weaknesses such as ground, water, grass, uh, and amongst other things. Like Rock is one of the worst defensive typings in my opinion because you're weak to so many common types. And having a partial fairy type, yes, you are immune to dragon and resistant to bug and dark and other types, but it's that 4 times weakness to steel is the reason why that this guy makes the list at number 1, is because of the fact that it is very weak to priority moves like bullet punch. It is also not very good at taking advantage of its abilities because it doesn't have the best stat structure to do just that. So that's why Carpink is at number 1. So there you have it, guys. That is my top 5 least favorite Pokemon of Generation 6 video. And like I said before, this was quite possibly the hardest video that I've ever had to do. Because like I said before, I don't dislike any Pokemon of 6th generation. Like, I think all of them are awesome in their own ways. Just, I decided that I needed to scout out and pick 5 Pokemon that don't exactly have redeemable qualities about themselves, such as typing, abilities, and, in Klefki's case, design and the fact that it abuses certain moves, which inevitably got one of those moves banned by Smogon being Swagger. And I also want to reiterate once again, videos like these are strictly opinion-based, meaning that opinions vary, and for you guys to not take offense to my opinions. Take everything I say, opinion-wise, with a grain of salt. The last thing I want is to cause any tension or offend anybody who watches these videos. I do these videos for entertainment purposes and for educational purposes also in terms of reviewing Pokemon. So, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more if you enjoy videos like the ones that you just saw. Have a good night, everyone, and I will see you guys next upload.